Hello, I'm Alex and welcome to the History Chronicles. If you like our work, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel in return for exclusive perks, please visit our Patreon page. Now, on with the video. What is the history and significance of the Great Wall of China? Let's find out in today's episode of the History Chronicles. Today's History Chronicle is about the Great Wall of China, which is amongst the most monumental man-made constructions ever built throughout human history. The Chinese have given the Great Wall of China numerous names, including Wanli Changcheng and Wanli Changqing, and, according to statistics obtained by the State Administration of Cultural Heritage, the length of the wall is roughly 21,196.18 kilometers, or 13,170.7 miles. Before becoming a unified China, the country was divided into several minor princedoms, each led by a prince who built a wall to safeguard their lands against invasion due to the increased threats of attack from their neighbours. And this is how the Great Wall of China developed. The development of walls to protect the states began in the 7th century BC, with the Chuo being the first to develop a square wall to protect it against invaders. In the 6th and 4th centuries BC, other states followed the Chuo in constructing walls to protect their territories. For example, in the southern part, the Qi state constructed a perimeter wall using existing river dikes, bulwarks and mountain terrain to build the walls of their territories. And the Zhongshan kingdom incorporated a wall system that would protect them from invaders from the south. During the 5th century BC, known as the Warring States period, China was divided into states, and the majority of the structure of the walls dates from this time. In 220 BC, the Emperor of Unified China, Qin Shi Huang, ordered the destruction of former walls between states in order to build a unified realm. He also advocated for the consolidation of existing fortifications along the northern border into a unified system to improve the country's defences against northern invaders. Doing this would increase the length of the wall by nearly a third, and the name given to the structure was the 10,000 Li Long Wall, which was one of ancient history's longest man-made structures. General Meng Tian spearheaded and led the effort. Soldiers, prisoners and commoners were employed in the construction of the wall, and over 400,000 individuals are thought to have died building the wall. The majority of them were buried within the Great Wall of China itself. Materials were taken from the earth to construct the wall, and natural features such as rivers, hills and mountains were used to determine its course. From Shanhai Guan's coast to Gansu province, it stretched 3,000 kilometers west. There were also sections of the wall which overlapped to assure the region's utmost security. The Badaling stretch on Beijing's northern outskirts was one of these sites. Here the Great Wall of China had a base of 15 to 50 feet and a height of 15 to 30 feet. Furthermore, there were also guide towers placed at strategic locations to help bolster the region's defences against invaders. Various dynasties built and repaired the Great Wall of China over time, and with the death of Qin Shi Huang, the Qin kingdom fell apart. As a result of the debates and disunity amongst the community members, the Great Wall fell into disrepair. Subsequently, the Han dynasty rose to power, but due to weakness, it quickly fell, allowing a series of frontier tribes to take over governance of the northern half of China. The communities fought for control of the various territories, but the northern Wei dynasty emerged as the most powerful. And it was they who repaired and extended the wall to protect against attacks from other tribes. It was during the time of the Bei-Qi Empire that more than 900 miles of the Great Wall was repaired. Followed by this, the Sui dynasty were effective in repairing and extending the Great Wall, despite their short lifespan. Wars between tribes continued, resulting in the establishment and fall of a number of dynasties, and when the Sui dynasty was deposed, it was replaced by the Song dynasty. The Mongol Yuan dynasty overthrew the Song dynasty, and they were extremely powerful and consequently ruled over all of China, as well as most of Asia and Europe. Genghis Khan, the famed warrior, led them. He possessed effective weaponry and well-trained men, thus he was able to fight and win the majority of tribal battles. Most of the Great Wall was rebuilt and extended under the Mongol Empire. They also stationed soldiers at various points along the wall to protect the kingdom and to guard merchants and caravans travelling along the Silk Road trade routes that were established during this time period. As a result, the Mongol armies regarded the Great Wall as a vital fortification. The Mongol Empire was eventually defeated, however, and the Ming Dynasty rose to power. Although the Great Wall was repaired and extended by several different dynasties, the Ming Dynasty was responsible for the majority of the work. The Ming Dynasty made significant contributions to the Great Wall's building and repair, bringing it to its current state. The Ming rulers were dedicated to preserving Chinese cultures and practices, and so the Great Wall of China was massively reconstructed during this time period. The construction of the Great Wall, as we know it now, however, began in 1474, a time when the Ming rulers rose to power and took control of a large portion of China, as well as parts of Asia. They had capable and strong leaders who contributed to the development of major strategies to improve the kingdom. The construction of the Great Wall, which would help secure the kingdom from attackers, was one of their most successful measures. As a result of their geographical expansion, the Ming rulers used the defensive capability of the Great Wall to ensure the kingdom's security. The Ming Dynasty ensured that the Great Wall was strategically developed to provide optimum defense from external invaders. The wall was extended from Liaoning Province's Yalu River to Gansu Province's eastern bank of the Taolai River. The Great Wall was also extended into many other provinces to ensure that the territories, particularly China, were safe from intruders. More importantly, during the construction of the Great Wall, passes were created that were used to offer additional security to the territory. The Juyong Pass, for example, was separated into south and north lines from the west. Inner walls were built to the south line, while outer walls were given to the north line. Daoma, Juyong, and Jijing passes were among the three inner passes, while Ningwu, Yanmen, and Piantou passes were among the outer passes. In addition, certain gates were erected on these strategic passes to improve the region's security. During the Ming Dynasty, the passes were regarded as crucial since they served as a defense for the whole realm. During the 17th century, Manchus from both the center and southern areas of Manchuria smashed over the Great Wall and entered Beijing, causing the Ming Dynasty to fall and the Qing Dynasty to rise. Unlike the dynasties before them, in order to reinforce their power and safeguard their kingdom, the Qing Dynasty continued to maintain and extend the Great Wall. The Great Wall was extremely important to China and the numerous territories that existed at the time. The construction of the Great Wall of China had two primary goals. Firstly, there was a necessity to defend territory from barbarous nomad invaders in ancient times. Second, as the silk trade commerce grew, it became necessary to protect the merchants and caravans that engaged in the trade. As a result, the Great Wall was built to safeguard the traders because of the enormous benefits that they provided to the government. The government received revenue and taxes from these traders, allowing these kingdoms to expand. It is one of the most important man-made structures dating back to ancient times. It is also the case that it can be seen from space. The structure is approximately 21,196.18 kilometers or 13,170.7 miles long and 5 to 8 meters tall. It's been around for over 2,300 years, and the construction of the wall has been added to by several kingdoms over the years. The Great Wall of China had three important meanings to the Chinese people. To begin with, it helped in the protection of territory within Chinese borders. The people were safe from their neighbors, and especially the barbarous nomad intruders. It was built to aid with the protection of the Silk Road trade, particularly the merchants and caravans that passed through. And by providing a defense, it has helped in the safeguarding and preservation of Chinese culture over the years. It has also become a symbol of China for the Western world. Because of China's ability to secure its territories through the construction of the wall has been considered a tangible embodiment of its strength. It is also a psychological embodiment of the Chinese government's control over its populace while protecting them from external influences. Furthermore, the wall has formed a barrier that symbolizes foreigners' limited effect on the country's activities. You have been watching the History Chronicles. We'd love to know what you think of the Great Wall of China. Please let us know below, and if you enjoyed our video, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Also, if you'd like to support our work going forward, please visit our Patreon page. And we look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of the History Chronicles.